Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been a minute since I've done a Who Should You Choose video, so I apologize. I will start these up again for anyone that is not familiar with how this works. Essentially, what I'll do is I'll release a video, and the next video, I will go through all of this one's current questions and comments about your HUT team, or more importantly, like maybe if you're trying to decide between a Master Set player, things like that, or just any general questions you have about Hockey Ultimate Team or NHL or really anything I'll talk about, so it doesn't really matter. So the best way to get your question answered, though, is to subscribe with notifications on so you know when this video does come out. That way you can get your question answered pretty quickly. So because it's been so long since the prior one, I apologize. I'm not going to go back through all the questions and comments in the last video because it's just really not going to pertain to where we're at now. So what I want to do is just talk a little bit about some of the current cards and things about what's going on in Hockey Ultimate Team. Specifically, what I want to talk about is now. Let me move my camera just a little bit. The thing, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Something that I want to talk about a little bit is because cards are starting to cost a little bit more, guys. I think it's better to go back and make some of the older Master Sets. So, for example, it's costing about 430,000 coins to take a 86 overall MSP and then bring it all the way up to 95. Now, obviously, you can go back you can earn them for free, technically, by using clutch moment cards in the objectives, and you can essentially earn one for free by just playing the game. But it is very difficult to get multiple of these, and I'm going to talk about the best strategies to do that. But I think that there's cards, if you were chasing one of these, that there is a counterpart from a prior event outside of John Tavares, who you can go and make for roughly the same cost. So I mentioned this in the video talking about the rankings and whatnot, but Alec Martinez, for example, if you are interested in making this Alec Martinez card, who is very good, 94 speed or 94 acceleration, 95 speed with agility or with abilities on, and he's got gold shutdown, silver truculence. Here's the thing: for 140,000 coins cheaper, you can go back and make the next gen Jake Sanderson. So that is what I would recommend doing, because I think he is going to be more impactful for you. Again, with gold truculence is just far more impactful than what that Alec Martinez is going to give to you. And again, you're going to save 130,000 coins for, essentially he's got spark, so he can get up to 94 acceleration, 2 speed and 1 acceleration. Like, that's not worth 130,000 coins in my opinion at all. So something to keep in mind there if you are looking to make Alec Martinez. You can go one further. If you are looking to make Alex Pietrangelo, what I would do is go make Seth Jones. It is essentially the exact same guard. They gave him gold, stick him up. He's got buzzing, and I believe he's got distributor as well. So he's got 93 acceleration, 93 speed. So I believe that's 2 and 2 back, but he is 1 inch bigger, and he's got gold, stick him up. And again, the cost is quite reduced, because one of the bigger issues that I have with Hockey Ultimate Team is that the pricing scales up. So what I mean by that is that because it is a 95 overall, it is costing you more to make than, let's say, a 90 overall at launch of the game in like the first 2 events. Here's the problem, though, that there is no difference because teams are higher overalls now. You're not getting this huge advantage like you're making a 95 overall player at launch. So why are we paying more coins and more resources per? I think that's just a really big oversight and kind of a slap in the face from EA. But clearly that's how their economy in the background works, and it just kind of sucks in my opinion, because I don't see why it should be this much more expensive to make a 95 than it was to make a 91 a couple months ago, because again, the advantage you're getting is just not nearly as high. Something else I want to point out, I've been doing some numbers a little bit here, and I've just been going over my cards and trying to clear out my collection. And one thing that I've come up with is that people might have some questions about is what to do with 74 to 79 gold non-NHL players. Sorry, I messed that up. What to do with 74 to 79 gold players that are not NHL, so the women cards or Europeans or AHLers, what to do with them. So there is a couple options. One, you can make whatever event card is up. You can make a collectible out of them, so it will cost you 15 to give you one collectible. Now, they are going for about 800 coins per. So I was just doing some math, looking at what would be, kind of the best value. So essentially what you'll end up doing is if you were to make this, it's going to cost you 12,000 in value to make one collectible. That's brutal, because you're essentially paying 2 times the price. And what I mean by that is, if you were to look at the other cards outside of like 83 and above, it's roughly about 5,500 per collectible. So you're paying 12,000 instead of 5,500 for like multiple 83s and 85, for example. So just really bad value there. The other option that you can do is exchanging them into gold and a gold 80 and above players. So you go here and it costs you 10 to get a premium 2 gold players pack. This is going to be, you have to assume that you're going to get the worst value out of this. So if it's going to cost you 8,000 in terms of value, because each one of these is going for about 800 per on the auction house. So even if they're untradeable, you have to, that is how you determine the value of it. You're going to get back an 80 overall player. Assume it's an 80 overall NHL player. That's about 1,500 to 2,000 coins, and then probably another 74 to 79 gold player. And if he's not an NHLer, that's 800 coins. So at most, you're going to get like 3K back. So you're losing 5,000 coins per exchange. So the last and the best option by far is the power-up collectible. 40 of these is going to run you about 32,000 coins if you were to trade in 74 to 79 non-NHL gold players. If you were to do the 25 and above, you're looking at about 30 to 31,000 coins in value. So that is essentially right dead on to how much a power-up collectible is going for. Now, the only issue is that there is not a lot of power-up collectible worthy cards that people are still upgrading. And what I mean is that not a lot of people have X Factors still, and power-up icons aren't really all that great either. But that is the best bang for your buck with 74 to 79 overall players. Like, for example, on my team, I've got Nathan MacKinnon. I'm going to keep upgrading him and hope that he gets team of the season. I've also got Barzal. But other than that, I'm not using anyone. I don't have any power-up icons. But if you were going to upgrade a power-up icon, that is what I would use your 74 to 79 non-NHL gold players on. I think that's the best, value for you. For untradeable cards that are NHL players, I would slowly work towards team builders, guys. Again, what you're going to trade in 80 and 81 and even 82s in terms of moments and sets is not going to give you the same value that if you slowly work towards team builders. So you might not end up with a 95 again, but getting 289s to make a 92 for free essentially is definitely the best value here. So what I would do, take untradeable rewards and slowly work towards completing these again. So this is what I'm doing. Some teams I'm halfway there, and I'll just keep going every week, and slowly but surely I'll end up making another one. And again, that's just pretty much the best value for that. So something to keep in mind there. Also, at the time of this recording, guys, there are a couple ways to get some free clutch moment players. So throughout this, you'll see as you go along, you'll get a random 85 to 86 clutch moments player pack. I've already unlocked one, so I did get a random 85 overall clutch player item. However, the issue is, as you see right here, the issue is that there is only one 85 overall player, and you can earn it via doing the set challenges. So if you go to the offline challenges here, and you go over to the daily challenges, scroll down to the bottom here, and you do the ultimates, you'll see you can unlock the 85 overall clutch moments Kasperi Kapanen to work towards those objectives. If you have done this, do not open that 85 overall pack or any of them, because as it stands right now, even if you were to get the 85 to 86 overall pack, you're only going to have a 66% chance of pulling something different, because as it stands right now, at the time of this recording on Monday, there is only 3 cards that are 85 to 86. So what I would do is either wait till week 2 to ensure, I'm assuming there will be another 85 that comes up, something like that. Just wait to open those, because if you pull Kasperi Kapanen again, which you would with the 85 overall pack, you're essentially just turning that into 2 event collectibles, which is useful, but it's far more useful to actually have one of these cards to help bring down the amount of objectives that you can use. The best way to knock down objectives, guys, especially early on in events, because there's only 20 cards, all of these are going for like 60,000 coins at minimum. What you want to do is make 5 event collectibles and then open up a few, at least 2, of the random master set player packs. That's what I did, because you know that no matter what, if you open up 2, that you'll get 2 different ones. So as you can see here, I did the Kasperi Kapanen, and then I risked it for the biscuit, and I got the 85 to 86 random, and I got George Diaco. Then I spent another 5, and I opened up a random MSP. I got Forsberg. I did it again, got Tavares. I opened up one more time, and I really risked it, because if I would have got Forsberg and Tavares again, that would have sucked, and then I got Fleury. So if you can get 6, it's only 100 games. That sounds like a ton, but if you play 20 champs games, or Rivals Burst, where you're getting double the games done in the same amount of time. You can knock out these games very, very quickly, so that is the best way to work towards these objectives, to get a free MSP every single event, because if not, and you only have one or two, it's going to take you an awful lot of time, and it's just simply not worth it. So I hope this helps you out, guys, and again, I will go through all of the next videos, questions, and comments from this one in the next video, and I'll keep doing this multiple times a week. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.